for the dinner.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And they're using him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
More multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you get this.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Able to spin free.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Drops it off for Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns
take the lead here in this second quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to fit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Hunt.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down. Hunt.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Back to throw again.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hunt. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, Hunt.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunt. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Tucker's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On first down, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Hopkins.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Hunt.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Off the play fake. Hunt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Patterson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hunt. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Hunt. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go up the middle with Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, he spotted at the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
To throw on 2nd is Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, start with a run by Mitchell.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 9.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's what this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hunt. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Chubb running to the wide side.
Down to about the 37.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Hunt. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down, Hunt. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Browns' 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hunt.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hunt. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, 59!
Here's Watson.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. A
shotgun snap for Watson. And he's he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 34 yards.
And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score from 28. Ravens 10. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Operating from the gun. Hunt looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot right. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Hey, 59! 9, I'm going.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Ravens 10. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hunt. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First down, Baltimore.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but to help your team win.
Unable to recover it. It costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Hunt.
To the right side into the hands of Flowers.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Hunt.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Hunt.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go, set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So Cleveland able to